Hi everyone, I'm Kat Abraham and I'm going to show you some tips and tricks about dragging and dropping while you are on a Google slide, especially if your students are they have their own Chromebooks or tablets. They have small screens, so it can kind of be hard to click and drag, especially if they don't have a computer mouse either. So let me just show you one example of what I created. So on this, I basically had three vocab words or three fill in the blanks. And right here, if you see when I'm clicking, the students can't move what's going on here. And the easiest way to do that is when you open up a new slide, click slide, click edit theme. Because what I did is I basically pasted it to the paper. And what I did is I just have text boxes of my sentences here. I added some pictures. I always try, just depending on the age of students, I teach middle school, so I try to do real world photos, or even this is literally a photo of me, just because it makes it a little less. I don't want them to think just because, they're in middle school, they have to have the little kid stuff. I don't want them to think just dragging and dropping is for little kids. I want them to know that it can help them with identifying different words and sentences and honestly helping them read. So those are the things that I put on the theme of it. And then I also just looked up, if I'm ever trying to add an icon of something, I always just insert a picture here, insert an image. Usually I search from the web and then it comes up over here. And I think with this one, I just did, sorry, I'm gonna move myself. I think this one, I just did drag and drop, and I always do icon too. So I click icon and then, choose one that you like or can find. I might have actually downloaded this one. But that's one option, how to add a picture on here. And then also adding directions. And I'm really particular about my font, but as you can see, this only took me a couple minutes because I only have 3 sentences. And the way that the words are on here is I basically just added a text box like this to where I want it, and then I formatted it the way I wanted it to. So I will take a minute to do that. So that was one example for drag and drop. Additionally, what I did on this one was I keep moving myself, sorry. I keep, basically I made a table and then I just made the formatting pretty. But for this, this is really scaffolded because the colors match with the letter sounds. They match with the digraphs. But you can make it more difficult or even do a definition drop or something like that, just depending on the level of your students. Lastly, I also, I highlighted the directions on this one just because I knew that there were sentences after. And since I teach ELL, I like to put a lot of visuals, but you can make them small. And then what I also tell my students is if they're super close to their Chromebooks, as I teach them at the start of the year, hey, this is your toolbar. This is your pencil case of your Chromebook. You need this. But you can also have them zoom. Usually when you have them zoom to 100, it works. So those are just a couple other tips and tricks about Google Slides, and I hope that this helped. Enjoy.